Today, I'm going to talk about the global situation that we're living with what it is COVID-19, the freshly known virus that it is spreading all around the world. Now it is in all the continents and almost in every country in the world. Um, what I wanted to talk about is that first of all, we don't need to take this like it is a joke or like it is a trend that will go on, and we need to take it seriously because it is very serious. That's why the government and all the sanity institutions have been taking this very seriously. That's why we are in quarantine, and that's why we are having some precautionary measures for not being infected. Because if an outbreak comes here in Mexico or in whatever part of the world, like in Italy or in Spain or in China, we will be in problems. So first of all, I wanted to talk about the social distancing, which is a precautionary measure for not being infected. If you stay in your home, wash your hands constantly, and don't have contact with other people, you will certainly be out of COVID-19. So, social distancing refers to having no contact at all with another person and at least being like 1 meter or two from all the other people. So, social distancing is a precautionary measure for don't catching any type of virus or to don't touch infected surfaces that then you can touch it with your hand, and this you can take it to your eye or to your nose, and then it is when you get infected. So social distancing is very important for you to not get infected. If you follow these basic instructions for not getting infected, you will certainly be out of coronavirus. It is not complicated. That's why we are in quarantine, because quarantine prevents to not having social contact, and that's why all the grand events like concerts and the movie theater and all those things are gone, at least like for 3 months or the time that the government established these type of measures. So also I want to talk like how am I living this, how my family is living this, and my personal experience with what I have seen in the news, what I have seen in the social medias, and what I have seen by myself in the streets or here in my house. First of all, I haven't gone out like in 4 days, and in all this stage of quarantine, I have gone out like 3 or 4 times, which is less, but also a lot because we are not supposed to go out. Me neither. Only my parents or like, yeah, because it is supposed that people under 18 years and above 65 years are more, have a higher risk of catching this virus. So first of all, I wouldn't be supposed to be out, but well, and also what I have seen in the news or what I have seen in the social media, some people get very alarmed of what is happening, and we need to take it seriously, yeah, but we don't need to be terrified of what it is happening, because we can have all in control just with the basic instructions that I have already said. It is not something spectacular. We don't have to do much more. We just have to follow some basic instructions. So it is a control situation. We just need to have social distancing, stay in our homes, and with that is all. So we don't have to be like paranoid and terrified of what it is happening. So we don't have to be so sensationalistic and to give or to exaggerate what news are giving us, because some people say that we have like 1,000 cases here in Mexico. The reported confirmed case today is 357 cases, the confirmed cases, and we have 800 that are in revision. So just what I can say to you is that think about future, because we are in a stage 2, but nothing and no one says that in some weeks we can be in stage 3, which is a higher level. And when we are continuing with these levels, then the government will start to close all the things that can. So only the basic industries and the basic stores will be open. So think about future and make your grocery to have food or to have all what you need for the next weeks. For example, me, I have like food for about 2 weeks right now in this moment, but if the situation gets a little bit more complicated, obviously I will buy more food for like a month or something like that, because it is something that we need to do. And thinking like this is not okay for the people that doesn't have the capacity to buy like 1 month of food in from a bunch. But it is something that we need to do. We can go to the great markets like Sam's or Walmart that have a lot of product, and we can buy for ourselves for a great time, because no one says or no one knows when we can go to a stage 3, or when are we closing our markets and we don't have more food. So it would be trying to don't have food or don't have, I don't know, basic things to live in your house in this moment where that we are like 24/7 in our houses. So other things that I have seen also with my family. For example, my father and my mom, well, they are working, but they don't work as much time as they have done before. And me and my brother are staying here in home, and my lifestyle have changed a lot, because in holidays when I stay in my home, well, I was lazy and I was all the time sleeping, and then I wake up only to eat and play Xbox. Now that I have like online school and online classes and all those stuff, um, this is completely different. This is not a holiday, and this is not for having fun and all those stuff. Also because you can hang out with your friends, you can go out, you can do nothing. Also, I haven't eaten from the street in like 1 month or something like that. I only eat here in my house. So yeah, the things have changed completely for the society, for my family, for the people in the streets, uh, for everyone. The things have changed because we need to change if we want to fight against this virus. Um, Other thing, this is not a joke. I have said before. This is very serious, and this message is for having the conscious about the situation. I'm a 16-year-old boy of Mexico, and I am saying this because many people think this is something that will go on, and like you can you can do it or you cannot do it. You can go out or you cannot go out. It is your election. No, it is something that we all need to do. It is a compromise from all of us, from the society, and also from the high status persons or the lower ones. We are all included, and we are all part of this. So if we want to have Mexico going on, we have to work, and we have to be in our houses. Right now, what we need to do is to be in our houses, to have social distancing. And for example, what can I say? Like for example, what am I doing now, right now, in this moment, that helps with this? For example, I wash my hands like at least 10 times per day. Not with water, more with alcohol help, but also with water like 3 or 4 times a day, which is something very good. With that is perfect. Uh, Whenever you touch something that you don't know if it's disinfect or whatever, like who has touched it or something like that, I highly recommend to you to wash your hands, or at least to put some alcohol gel and do it. And also to use something here to cover your mouth and your nose, because there are the main parts that where the virus can enter your body. and and the most important one, to have social distancing. If you have social distancing, it is totally improbable to you get infected, because coronavirus is not aerobic. And what does this mean? That coronavirus is not that someone coughs and then the virus is in the air and it can fly and go to your nose. No, that's not the way it works. The way it works is that someone coughs and goes to his hand. Then he can touch the table and you can touch the same table, and then that you have it in your own hand, you can touch your face, and then is when you get infected. So for concluding this video, I want to say a few things. Don't take it as a joke, it is very serious. Also, follow the preventive measures that all the governments are taking in many parts of the world, to have social distancing, to stay in home during the quarantine, and to wash your hands frequently. And in the case that you are having a sneeze, or you having some symptoms about this um, virus, go check you, please, because coronavirus doesn't have symptoms until 14 days of being in your body. So go check you. If you have the symptoms, go check you. You will do a favor to a lot of people, because the way coronavirus works is that someone get infected, and in that time of 14 days you can talk with 100, with 150, 200 people, and all those people can be infected and they will not know, because you don't know. And then those 200 people that, for example, 20 of them get infected. Well, now what you have done, multiply by 20. So if you infected 20, then 20 can in fact infect 20 each of them. So you have 400 people that get infected. Just go on and you will have like millions. So this is how a pandemic works. And that's what I wanted to say. That's the reason this is not this is serious. This is not a joke, because coronavirus is a virus that doesn't show these symptoms until you have it very arranged in your body, like for 2 weeks. So follow the preventive measures, take it seriously. Stay in contact if something's new goes on in the news of your country, if a new law is going on or something like that. Uh, please check the news, and that's all. Take care, wash your hands, please, and don't go out. Peace.